0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
The pass.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 3. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback, it doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good.
He's good.
And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now we see quarterback Drew Brees in his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Brees. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And it's third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Completes it to Samuel.
The pass.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Gordon on first down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Melvin Gordon. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Gordon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
The pass. Demario Davis on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The ball carrier.
11 yards there, first down.
At the 28-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
The blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st.
Saints nothing.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the 1st drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'll try to do better here.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Panthers 6, Saints nothing.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He may try and run for this.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Back on the scramble. The tackle made.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
The pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Now Gordon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Panther
On the draw, this is Davis. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
The pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Being chased outlet. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is good.
The kick is good.
And that will make our score 9-0.
Saints nothing.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. We had a field goal range. Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Over 1st and 10.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. It wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Breeze pass.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
8 of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Harris has it over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Harris. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Running with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now Breeze on third down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
First and 10.
We get a look at the Saints defense as they file into position, and they have been disruptive in the backfield. Now, how often when we see this, as we look at some of these highlights, is it just better players getting in there versus scheme that is defeating the offense?
It's a great question, and I think oftentimes we rely on scheme. We fall back and say, well, the scheme broke down rather than giving credit to the players making plays. But when the scheme does break down, you're looking at oftentimes just being overloaded. Too many guys coming from one side or one particular area, then you can actually block them. You know, if there's 2 guys there to block them, they'll bring 3, and that third guy will get through. So when you want to max protect there, meaning getting everyone in, your whole offensive line, your tight end, and your running backs, trying to make sure that you're never out.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Panthers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. The solid stiff arm. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Breeze to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 2 veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints 1st down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for the Panther touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many
syllable
syllables.
word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
On the ground, Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Brees pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 33. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brees. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Panthers.
Now Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Mike Davis. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
7.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Bridgewater on 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
19, Saints 7.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
On the return.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
At their own 26-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Matt Ryan has a touchdown pass. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brees. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Brees now to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
To Alvin Kamara. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44, Brees. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Brees now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go again with Davis. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Zach Kerr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore.
Bridgewater's
a good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Bridgewater's pass.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now on first down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gain of 3.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's good for us.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again.
Kamara.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
For another Saints.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
At the 34.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Alvin Kamara. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 29, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Breeze pass. Complete to Alvin Kamara.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
Makes the score Panthers 19, Saints 10.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Samuel, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48.
Complete to Kirk.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. The coverage maybe too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
The pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Chauncey Gardner.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Davis, the ball carrier. Touchdown.
Mike Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
But without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle him.
And that's the thing. You got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping up, locking your hands, and trying to get him on the ground.
They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 20.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Breeze pass.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Breeze now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football.